people should go on holidays. I think they should go on quests. I'll let that sink in for a second and explain. I don't think people should go on holidays. I think they should go on quests, because at least then when they come back and they say that it was epic, I won't think that they're a cunt. It's that. It's very nice to be here. I like doing gigs around London generally. Last week I was at a gig where the comedian who went on before me, he went up and he said, are there any conspiracy theorists in tonight? And this guy at the back just went, "Oh, this lad here." That was a really laddish thing to think. I just love the idea of this guy introducing his friends, just like, "Alright, this is Gary, total fucking lad, right? You leave him alone for 1 second, he'll stick his cock in your pint, total fucking lad, yeah? This is Darren, total fucking lad, come on past that without trying it on, total fucking lad. And this is Glenn, and Glenn thinks the entire royal family are lizards." They're doing the usual laddish things, they're going to the clubs, they're going down there, the bouncers won't let them in at first because they're a bit too drunk. Glenn just kicks off, "Illuminati, Illuminati!" and they let him in because they don't want to fuss. They go down, all his friends are grinding on the girls, they're getting their party on. Glenn's just in the corner doing the 9/11 was an inside job. I don't know what that dance would be. I'm assuming it would just be you fall over and then you stand up and then you fall over again. Imagine doing that for 2 hours on MD, it's fucking hilarious. But yeah, I don't know, I like living in London, but there are some flaws, I think. There are some things that kind of hold it back from being amazing. For example, people are very awkward on the tube. There was this weird moment recently when I was on the tube where I was on the tube alone with this other guy, and we were just sitting there, and I didn't realise that I was sitting on a copy of the Metro newspaper, and he clearly really wanted this copy of the Metro newspaper. So he started inching his way down towards me, like really just looking up and looking down and looking up and looking down, really slowly, until eventually he was right next to me, and he snatched the Metro newspaper from out under my arse, and then like Indiana Jones, he immediately replaced it with a copy of the London Evening Standard. Who the fuck is this guy? Is he like an ex-mugger who just still needs the rush? And like, I was just thinking the entire time, I was just thinking, come on now, it's late at night, we're alone on this tube together, we're in between stops, no one can see you, no one's going to judge you. Just stab me. Like, it's much easier that way. You get your newspaper and I finally get some release in this bullshit city, It's, I really like travelling on the tube generally. I think the tube announcement's one of the best things about London, but I do wish that they'd be a bit more truthful, like they'd actually tell the truth. Like, I wish at least one time there'd be a tube announcement that just goes, "There is a good service on all London Underground lines. Patriarchy has not grown less pervasive, only more subtle. Again, there is a good service on all London Underground lines. There is a good service on all London Underground lines. Institutionalised racism is still very much an issue. Again, there is a good service on all London Underground lines. There is a horrific service on all London Underground lines. You are never more alone than when you are surrounded by people. Again, there is a good service." I realise the irony of me saying that in a room filled with people, by the way.